Hi there, and welcome to Internet Roundup. I'm Chuck Bryant. It's Josh Clark. We're in our studio, 1A, where we record the Stuff You Should Know podcast.
That's right.
And once a week, we round up the internet, 2 at a time.
Let's do it.
All right, we're going to start out in Colorado. I guess in Colorado, they have 2 types of people there, it seems like hippies and hardcore conservatives.
Conservative hippies.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a very mixed state. I guess neither one has to do with this, though. This has to do with their police department,
Right.
who, as of March, in Aurora, said, you know what you can do now? You can shoot at a moving vehicle with your gun as a last resort.
You would think after the James Holmes theater shoot up in Aurora, they'd be like, we've had enough with shooting in general. Let's restrict shooting rather than encourage shooting. But apparently not.
Maybe that made them say we should shoot more.
Well, that's the age-old argument that keeps it going, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
To shoot or not to shoot.
But the Aurora cops, apparently the police chief before could be like, it's fine that you shot at a moving vehicle. You're not supposed to.
Right.
But I'm the chief of police, so I can be like, you're not in trouble if you're a cop that shot at a moving vehicle. Yeah,
the official statement was they will not discharge a firearm previously.
Now they've gone back and they're like, just shoot them up.
Well, they're not encouraging them to shoot them up.
That's what it says. It's apostrophe EM in the police manual now.
It says that they should as a last resort if a vehicle is immediately threatening another person with deadly force by means other than the vehicle.
Yeah.
So in other words, they can't just be driving someone down. They would have to be like shooting at them outside the car, right?
If you change lanes without using your blinker, they can't like shoot at your car.
Of course not.
No, there is a certain amount of sense to it that like if there's imminent danger or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same thing with police chases. It's like you're opening the door,
sure, saying
use your judgment, and like sometimes it results in tragedy. And in Denver, actually, Aurora is a suburb of Denver. Denver's going the opposite way.
Yeah.
After someone was fatally shot, I think for stealing a car.
Yeah, a 17-year-old girl.
And they were like, okay, we're just not shooting at moving cars anymore. And the reason why is because it's just too potentially dangerous.
Yeah, a guy named Dan Montgomery, he runs a professional police and public safety consulting business, I guess. And he said there are just too many unknowns. You could hit a bystander, you could kill the driver, and then they could drive into a crowd of people. It's just, he says he doesn't think it's a great idea.
Not the best idea ever, but.
So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't happen much. This is what they're all saying. It's like this is going to be a rare thing.
Well, yeah, maybe it's a deterrent to driving like a jerk face.
Maybe.
In Aurora.
Yeah, with deadly intent?
Yeah.
Agreed. And now, Josh, you are going to guide us to our very own website, correct?
StuffYouShouldKnow.com, where a while back I put together a gallery.
Yeah.
Named 22 Bitchin Vans.
That's right.
And
living on the edge with that one.
Boy, oh boy, they are bitchin'.
Yeah, so we're going to single out a few of these as we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go, and probably not for the reason you think, with number 5, the Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon van.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, do you really need a reason to single out that van?
No, but my reason is, A, the Pink Floyd thing is cool, but I just love that style of van.
Yeah, the real squat van. Like
it's like the Scooby-Doo van.
Exactly.
Very cool. I don't know. I think those are Dodges.
It looks like a Dodge.
If I'm not mistaken, but that's a great van.
It's a pretty looking van. And yeah, the Dark Side of the Moon thing doesn't hurt at all.
The Star Wars van is very cool, too.
Of course. But it's also kind of like, well, of course you did a Star Wars van. And it's a beautiful Star Wars van.
Oh, you think it's obvi?
It is.
Okay.
The Star Trek van is the one where I'm like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
Which one is that?
Star Trek van is, it's after the Star Wars
van.
Oh,
I see it, number 14.
Number. Pretty cool.
Good. And you can never beat a man with a machine gun riding a unicorn shooting out of a rainbow.
No, I mean, and why not just go all out if you're going to do this, you know?
Yeah, that's number 15.
I like the Lisa Frank theme ice cream cone on the beach.
Oh,
van,
yeah?
Number 10. Yeah, who sticks ice cream cones in the sand in the beach? And giant ones at that. But they're pretty. I've always thought the colors and airbrush quality of like a ice cream cone 80s painting is it's always done something to my guts.
Ah.
You know?
Nice little Christmas gift idea.
Yes, it is.
Anyone out there is listening and an airbrush artist.
You can't get me one?
Well, I'm not an airbrush artist. Although my brother,
you can
of
purchase
course,
things from airbrush artists.
my brother got into it for a little while.
Of course, I'm sure he just mastered it in like a week, right?
He was okay. It's tough.
Everyone who watches Internet Roundup might not necessarily listen to the podcast, so we should tell them Chuck's older brother, Scott, is handsome and talented in every way, shape, or form. Plus, he's one of the nicest guys you'll ever hope to meet.
He's a good dude. And I'm going to close my recommendations with number 18, the Close Encounters of the Third Kind van.
Yeah.
That is just awesome in
Just
every way.
Drop the mic on that one.
Yeah, not a lot of windows in these vans, so they're
No.
a little creepy.
And I found some of these, the thing that actually inspired it was this website called Phony Fresh, Phoney Fresh.
Okay.
And it's like just some blog that hasn't been updated since 2011, but the guy put together some interesting stuff, including macrame.
Oh, that's the guy?
Well, it's one of the guys.
That's funny that it's called Fresh and it has been updated in 5 years.
Right, yeah.
But it's still phony.
It is.
You got anything else, sir?
I do not, buddy.
All right, well, we will see you next week here in the studio on Internet Roundup.